break this all down, let's bring in national security expert Michael Allen. He served on the National Security Council under President George W. Bush. He is now the managing director of Beacon Global Strategies. Great to have you here. I just got to get your reaction before we get to the terror threat overall of one ICE agent trying to keep track of thousands and thousands of people who are crossing the border each day.
Well, Elizabeth, thanks for having me. It's ridiculous, as you said. This is not the type of system that this country decided to run after the tragedies on September 11th. It's got to be fixed. Immigration is too politicized of an issue here in Washington. We need to get together, fund more authority, fund more beds and more people that can apprehend these would-be terrorists coming across the border, and otherwise fix a broken system so that this can work better for the American people.
Yeah, the FBI director, Christopher Wray, has been sounding the alarm over and over and over when he goes to Capitol Hill, talking about the terror threat on the border, warning foreign terrorists may try and cross into the U.S. that way. What's with this database? Because, you know, why didn't the database pick up those 8 suspected ISIS terrorists? There were no red flags at all. They were allowed in this country and were wandering around for a year before anybody, the FBI, said, whoa, we got to pick these guys up.
Well, our databases are only as good as the intelligence that our intelligence officers collect overseas. And so when the American people think about what happened on September 11th, when they think about even what happened in Israel on October 7th, they need to demand more of their government. They need to tell their members of Congress that we needed an aggressive Central Intelligence Agency. And thank God that the Congress finally passed an extension. Remember, it's called FISA. It's our electronic eavesdropping authorities. We use those authorities overseas to listen in on the bad guys, to develop information on them, to put in these databases.
Right.
Some people may have nothing on them, but others, if they're out there and being open and notorious, we ought to be able to get some sense of who they are and what they're up to long before they reach our southern border.
Yeah, it passed, but with a lot of people criticizing it. It would be great if Congress could also pass some sort of meaningful immigration reform, which it has not done now for decades. I'm curious, you know, the drug cartels in Mexico have been funneling fentanyl across the border. We know that they have a whole criminal enterprise smuggling migrants across the border. Is there any concern that they could be partnering with global terror groups like ISIS to smuggle terrorists across the border?
I don't know that they would partner with them, because that would really get our attention and probably put more scrutiny on them than they want. But they're definitely not checking who's coming to them and asking for safe passage into the United States.
Paying for safe passage. Yeah, they demand a lot of money.
Yeah, they do. I think that they're probably looking the other way, and it really is shocking. Everyone, I think, is suffering under a misconception, including a lot of us here in Washington, that, oh, these are just economic migrants from Latin America, and I think they principally are. But we have to think about what's going on internationally. We have ungoverned spaces. We have a war in the Middle East. And of course, as you've seen, when Russia, the concert hall, was attacked about 6 or 8 weeks ago, that a lot of these terrorists are also coming from Tajikistan, Uzbekistan, and other places in Central Asia.
Yeah.
So we have a big task on our hands.
And just very quickly, we also have the threat from homegrown terrorists, which Chris Wray has repeatedly said is a big, big issue, particularly since October 7th.
I think you're right. There are people here that might be radicalized on the internet. That's happened here in the United States previously. They're called lone wolf terrorists, and we got to look out for them.
All right, Mike Allen, great to have you on the show. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thanks so much for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.